Morning! So, this is my first video in the morning. I usually do it at night. I have makeup on today. I noticed that I never wear makeup in my videos. Just so you know, topics today, I'll try to be as quick as possible. Miscarriage, weight loss, how faith comes into that, partnership with my husband, and it's just been a roller coaster this week. I went to Culver's and I wanted to get a lettuce wrap burger. They had like a double one, and I said no bun, no cheese, no sauce. And the guy repeated it back to me. I don't want to do a review. I'm not reviewing them. I'm just telling you about the burger that I got, and I ate cheese and now my ankles are swollen. That's all I'm saying. Culver's is great. Move on. Anyways, that was annoying last night. And then last time this year, I was at a Black Sabbath concert, and I I realized that I was just exhausted. Like, I couldn't even stand up. Luckily, we had chairs, and with those chairs, let me fix my curtain. With those chairs, I sat like probably 3/4 or 90% of the time. And, with that, I didn't know what I was. I just thought I was like fat and unhealthy and just, you know what I mean? Then, about a week later, right? Yeah, about a week later after that concert, I found out that I was pregnant. Oh boy. It was incredible. We couldn't even wait. Like 2 days later, we went to Jace's house and we showed him a video. I mean, we recorded them while we told them, and they were so excited. And then my parents were in town. They live about an hour away, and I was just so elated. Like, I just couldn't stand waiting. And they're just like, well, we have to go and everything. And I was like, well, I just have to come tell you. And so, we went and told them, and it was incredible. It was incredible to see their reactions. And, they were just so excited, just like us. And that's how it is when you've been trying for an entire year, and then you take this Clomid that you say that there's so many side effects, and just a gamut of like things that could happen, and I was just so excited. I was 29 when I got married, and I literally thought I was never gonna get married. Oh man. And once I did get married, that fire of want just came alive. Like, I mean, before it was pretty controllable. I'm like, okay, I don't have kids, my nieces and nephews are my babies, and I'm okay with that, but no. No, not when you get married and you're like, oh, we actually have an opportunity here. And, it just is rough. It's just rough. And, my husband was having such a hard day, and I was just listening to him. And then all of a sudden he mentioned the miscarriages, and I forgot. I think I'm just blacking it out. I just want to tune it out that it's been a year, and he just broke down. And of course I broke down, and it was raw, and it was, it's good that I probably didn't publish that video last night. I was pretty cryy. And it's just, when you have such hope for this baby, and that you're going to teach it so many things that you love, and that you love about the world, and that you have learned from the world, and all your favorite books and songs, and all your favorite family, and and they're gone. And you have to accept that. You have to accept that they're gone and they're not going to be here and they won't ever be here. And, I'm very spiritual and I believe that they still exist. And I think because we had one in September and then we also had one in December. So that's why I said they. And it's incredible how that experience just changes you. And it takes time. And I mean, some people, they can snap out of it and move on. I had a friend that went through a miscarriage, and I don't think she'd be as well off if she didn't get pregnant so soon after. And she's doing well and progressing, but, it's those feelings that you have to process. And, I have not processed them at all. I've just shut down and pretended that everything is just fine. In the meantime, changing job positions twice, then just quitting. Now I'm at a job that's part-time, half my income beforehand, and I don't want to change. I don't want to change. I don't like the job. But I don't want to change either because it's just another change and it's just more complicated and more stress and more everything. And at this point, I don't want more of anything except more babies. And that's, it's wonderful. I've met a wonderful doctor. She's helping me get my blood sugars in check. I was 1 point away from being pre-diabetic, 5.6. That's bad news. That is bad news. And so I've been on ideal protein for, well, on the 28th, it'll be 2 months. 2 months. August. Yeah, 2 months. I can do math. I'm smart. But, yeah, I started ideal protein and everything, and at the end of September, we're going to do another blood draw, check all of my thyroid levels. I'm hypothyroid, have Hashimoto's, autoimmune. And with ideal protein, it's a huge blessing because it takes out a lot of the things that you should avoid when you are trying to do the AIP program, the protocol. You can look it up, but you're pretty much eating meat and select vegetables. More strict than the ideal protein. I mean, no nightshades, no... And nightshades are like all my favorites. Peppers and tomatoes and potatoes and... Yeah. Maybe you've had success. Share your stories. I'd love to hear it. And so I'm just so grateful for her because since I've started Ideal Protein, I did it before, I'm back again, and I just have my brain back. Like, I feel like it's connected rather than being third party. And I have my brain back. I have my balance back. I have my energy back. I am not as emotional. Like, I do have emotional moments, but it's not as bad. It's not. I have a really hard time not looking at myself. I'm sorry. And I'm just feel better. Like, and I think after the Ideal Protein program, I'm gonna go paleo or very similar to paleo, but I do know that I need to be dairy free every single time that accidentally gets in my meal, or like last night, or when I was on vacation, that was the only thing I cheated on, was that I would have cheese. Bad idea. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. And I had cheese every single day when I was up in Idaho, at my sister's. But on top of that, though, I think I'll forever be gluten-free, dairy-free. When I get off Ideal Protein, I will be testing a lot of different Um, a lot of, like, I mean, one at a time. See how I react to this grain. See how I react to this. See how I react to that. Because, I mean, since I've eliminated those so much for so long, I might as well make sure that through this process that I don't add back the things that do cause me inflammation. Because the less inflammation you have, your antibodies are going to go down. The less inflammation you have, you're going to be in less pain. The less inflammation you have, you're less likely to flare. So, when figuring out all of those things, you're going to be able to figure out what's causing you pain. Um, so that's definitely a goal in mind. Um, but oh, I have good news too. I'm so sorry. I'm so scattered today. Um, I've lost 30 pounds. Um, it keeps fluctuating to 36 and then 30, 36, then 30 that I've lost. But so I'm just claiming it as 30 right now. I don't think I'm gonna not gonna weigh until my doctor's appointment again. Um, I just don't need it. It's just a distraction. It's not the full point of this, and I'm not, I mean, maybe if I was 10 pounds away from my goal, I would definitely do that. My BMI says 165 that I should shoot towards. Um, I don't think I was 165 since I was like 14. Yeah. I mean, I was a size 16 all in high school. I think I was a size 14 in 7th grade. Then I had my hip, my, if you've ever heard this, skipped capital femoral epiphysis. It's where your growth plate in your hip, between your hip and your femur, slip. And I had 2 pins in, 2 pins out, and everything. And like the scar tissue on my thigh made it bigger, and so I had to go up one size. So and that was 7th grade. So I've been size 16 since 7th grade. So last time I did the program, I was on it from October, which I was a size 22, maybe 24, and then I went down to a size, and I could squeeze 14s on, but I was essentially 16s. Man, I felt so dead sexy. So dead sexy. But I just want to make sure that I get that pre-diabetic, like just those numbers just so low, and to make sure that I have the progress with that. Because I do not want gestational periods. Gestational diabetes. I do not want gestational diabetes. I have a friend that she had gestational diabetes her first pregnancy, and then her second pregnancy she had it, but then it didn't go away. So she has type 2 diabetes forever. And she's really not even that big, which is just crazy. Some people get it when they're big, some people get it when they're small. My dad has seen my progress, and he was like, I need to do this. He's always struggled with his weight. He's always saying that he's doing a good job. Okay, he does do a really, really good job. For not having any formal training of, hey, this is a program that you have to follow, he's doing an impeccable job. But he just can't get past this one little hump, this one weight. And he just can't get past it. And lately, he hasn't been able to be as active because his foot got hurt. He does have diabetes, which makes it hard for him. And especially with the foot injury, because they just, oh man, he showed me the pictures. It was bad. I do not want that. I do not. And my feet get hurt all the time. They're going to remove his toenails. Anyways, now I'm just rambling. It's 15 minutes on the clock. So, thanks for letting me ramble. This is for me, and my videos are going to be off the cuff, and I'm not going to be doing titles and crazy music and all of this. This is just me chatting about my experience, and if you enjoy it and learn anything, that's great. Let me know.